called Los Moquitos. They're a one success wonder. But the Monkees were the ones who really got the attention. The Monkees, they were formed from four singers. Peter Tork was a... Hello? Are you there? Hello? Let me get back to you again. Hello? Let me just... I'm going to make this short. Hello? I'm going to make this short.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I'm going to make this short because I'm like losing...
No, because somebody tried to Facebook Live me. Called me. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Don't worry. I'm going to make...
At least they didn't cut off the interview.
Yeah. No, I already continued it, Sabrina. But I'm going to make this short. The Monkees were a made-for-TV rock group composed of Mickey Dolenz, Peter Tork, Davy Jones, and Mike Nesmith. They did a lot of great songs, but at the same time, like they say, paradise comes with a price. They had their ups and downs. They were formed at a time when rock groups were not gaining the money that they needed to gain from the record executives. In other words, record executives would get 85%, rock groups would get 15%. And in other countries, rock groups would get like 5%, and the record companies would get the rest. I remember one Japanese rock group, four go-go girls, who did a rock and roll song of a traditional Japanese music. They got 1%, and the record company Toshiba got 99%.
That's how they are.
And the Monkees actually had to fight tooth and nail for their cut.
Yeah, of course. You always do.
And they managed to get their cut after doing tooth and nail. But at the same time, they as the 60s became the 70s, the rock group itself dissolved and everybody went different ways. Mickey Dolenz did cartoon dubbings. Davy Jones went on to be a successful singer. Mike Nesmith did the country area, and Peter Tork went back to folk music. But in 1986, after 16 years of not functioning as a rock group, they decided to go back as a rock group because MTV were showing reruns of the Monkees. I don't know if it was by permission or without their permission, but they showed it. Regardless of whether it was with or without their permission, they went back and they recorded a great song called That Was Then and This Is Now. And that song hit the charts in 1986. Very popular, so popular that the group continues till this day. My own daughter, she's now 23, she loved the Monkees when she was a little girl. Just as much as I remember the Monkees in the 60s and 70s when they were singing. Most of my female cousins were screaming about the Monkees and the Beatles, and I was enjoying 3 or 5 chocolate milkshakes. But the Monkees continued until this day. In fact, they only have 2 members, Michael Nesmith and Mickey Dolenz, because Davy Jones died of a heart attack and Peter Tork recently passed away because of throat cancer. But again, they're keeping it alive with their voices and digitalization and rehashing old songs. I'm gonna send you one of their albums.
Yeah, send it to me because I hear about the Monkees a lot. So yeah.
They were the most underrated group of the 60s. Underrated. They were the Beatles and the Rolling Stones had more. I was kissing my wife.
I know. It's obvious. Aww.
The Beatles and the Rolling Stones had much more traction than the Monkees. Yet the Beatles, John Lennon and Ringo Starr, actually told Michael Nesmith that they admired the Monkees not only for their music and not only for their comedy, but in their ability to win their struggles with the record company of the day, RCA,
Right.
which they won. And in fact, the Monkees inspired Ringo Starr to do some comedy too after the Beatles broke up. Ringo Starr was another one of my favorite rockers too, because he did his own thing. But that's everything I could think of. Is there anything else that we could add, Sabrina?
You might hear me on a radio near you.
No, we're going to be hearing you on a radio near you. We're going to be seeing you on TV. We're going to be seeing you on Facebook Live. I'm going to see if I could go to all of your shows in Facebook Live. And please, come and see all... 1 minute, Dr. Rob. Please be patient, Dr. Rob. Yeah, Dr. Rob is saying, I want Sabrina to see my video. That was Once the Beauty, Now the Beast.
Yeah.
But come on to also, if you, in addition to being interviewed, please come see the Americana Bistro. We're on the air every Friday night.
Okay.
Yeah, when you have to, and if you have a new album, come and show it. And if you want me, I could send an album, or I could buy it from you, autographed and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't mind giving you the money. That's all I could say.
All right.
But before I leave, I want to say goodbye to all of my fans, and your fans too. For everybody in Americana Bistro Grill, peace in, peace out, and peace everywhere. And until next time, and God bless. This is Roberto Alvarez-Galloso. And remember, I want to do a challenge here. Don't worry. It's not any challenge that is ridiculous or anything. But I do want to make one challenge to everybody. Actually, 2 challenges. Please, I challenge everybody to practice what Laura Marie once sang. Laura Marie is a Texan singer-songwriter. She's a one of peace. She challenges everybody to be love. She wrote a song called Be Love. And I'm advising people, please, be love. Love one another. Like the song by the Yardbirds. Come on, people, now. Smile on your brother and smile on your sister. Everybody get together. Let's try to love each other. Let's try to bring some love into this world. We have to have love. And of course, the second challenge that I'm issuing is for the Health Alliance of Austin Musicians. The Health Alliance of Austin Musicians is a sort of like an insurance company, public insurance company for Austin, Texas artists. Many artists have been losing their gigs because of things that have been beyond our control, which I don't want to delve into. And many of these artists that I have known, they did not deserve to be thrown under the bus. They deserve more. They deserve a lot. And in addition to deserving a lot, they deserve to have their music heard. And they also deserve to have all of the payments for their music. And in addition to the payments, they also deserve to have health care. You're from Canada. I'm not going to delve into Canadian health care. But healthcare in America, especially for those who are artists, can be very, very, very precarious. I've consulted with Dr. Rob about this many times. When he's not in his crazy mood. And he has said it, that we have all of these problems with the health insurance and everything, and that the artist is unable to make ends meet because the medical bills pile up. The Health Alliance of Austin Musicians resolves that problem by paying most of the treatments or the medical care that the Austin musicians receive. If there are any other charitable organizations that help artists, please donate to them. Donate to the Health Alliance of Austin Musicians. Please donate to any other musicians any other associations that help musicians health-wise. Because a healthy musician is a great musician, and we need people like you, Sabrina, and others. That's all I could say. I'm going to say goodbye to you separately, but I already said goodbye to everybody else. So until next time.